you some beautiful gamers, welcome back to RPJames. This is MarionCon98, and never like this, cause about RPGs like the content, like the video, super appreciated. And also, today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You're indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get this beautiful armor set that you are seeing with my character right now, which is Zhao Yun armor set. It's a heavy armor set, and usually I don't really upload 2 videos per day. But since this is something that you can already get right now in the demo, I thought that the sooner the better. I was actually planning on releasing this thing tomorrow, but the sooner that you have this information, the better, so that you can start farming for this armor set if you so decide to. If you want to, you can start farming for this armor set and carry it to the retail version of the game. Shout out to these guys, that's yeah, they are the ones that brought this up to my attention, so thank you so very much for that. But enough of that. How to get this armor? Well, basically you have to come here every time that you finish up this level. You go to travel, you go to part 2, and then it is very important that you recruit Zhao Yun right here. What you want to do is you want to achieve that Sworn Brother status. And basically that Sworn Brother status, you will get it by defeating enemies. So we do have a couple of enemies right here. Zhao Yun is always going to be with you in this level, but it is my advice for you to pick him up right here before he shows up in the cutscene, because there's a couple of enemies in the, if we want to farm this thing efficiently, we want to kill as many enemies as possible. I want to be very clear, this is not a speed, it is a speed run, but you shouldn't be rushing through bosses, because bosses and basic enemies are not going to be that much of a difference when it comes to how much bar you gain from that guy. So basically you just have to kill stuff. Even if you wanted to, you could go through the first level as well. You just have to kill stuff. Keep killing and killing and killing and killing stuff. It took me like an hour of farming, if I'm being completely honest. And once you have matched his maximum rank, you're going to come in here, and then you are going to go through deliveries. This is where you are going to receive the armor set as well as the weapon as soon as you get it. And that is basically how you get this beautiful armor set. Like I said, I wanted to let you know very early right now, because you can just jump right into the demo version and start farming for this thing and have it ready with you as soon as the game launches. Now, why do we actually want to farm this thing? Basically because you can farm it right now if you wanted to, and you might be wondering, why would I want to do that if the gear progression is going to render my armor useless later on? Well, no, not really. If you haven't watched my gear progression video, I strongly advise you to go and do so. But basically what it means is that if you like this armor set, if you like the design, if you like the stats that it has, then you can most definitely use this thing throughout the whole entirety of the game. And as you can see, so far I think that we do know that gear can be plus 10, so basically it's a souls kind of thing. I have upgraded my stuff to plus 1, keep upgrading it, and you can keep using this thing throughout the entirety of the game. But more than the design, which I actually do like quite a lot. I love the color. It fits my character real good. It also has a helmet. I don't like helmets that much. It looks kind of silly. But at the end of the day, if you want to show the helmet, then that's entirely up to you. That said, it is a heavy armor set. But even when it is a heavy armor set, it is going to make us fat roll, not gonna lie. But at least it's not too heavy for us not to be able to wear it completely. So it's a thing between medium and heavy armor. It's a medium heavy armor, if that makes sense. And usually this armor set is going to be better suited for earth builds. It also comes with a weapon, the Unparalleled Spear, which is part of the armor set. And for the armor set, we have the Dauntless Warrior armor set. By equipping one piece of the equipment, it's going to give us deflect spirit consumption, very useful. Morale rank points gain, very useful. Again, this is something that you will always use in every single level. Power gain upon deflection. Now, power gain upon deflection increases the attack damage dealt to enemies every time that you deflect. Okay, so as you can see, it is focused a little bit on deflect. We have the reduced spirit consumption for deflection and the extra DPS for deflection, but also it has spear damage. And do remember that if you haven't already watched my builds video, the spears are going to be... they should not be confused by the slashing spears. These kind of spears, they are always going to be mostly based for fire elemental warriors, whereas these bad boys are going to be based for water and earth elemental warriors. Some more on leaning into the water side of things, but this one, for example, specifically this one, is going to lean into the earth. But still, it is still a water and earth thing. It also has a little bit, just a tiny little bit. I wouldn't advise for you to use this with wood or that thing, wind. I can't remember the elements, but yeah, that is just like an AE, not a good scaling. Water and earth. What is interesting about this weapon is the martial art that it has. It's really cool looking. It's going to use a ton, and believe you me, a ton of spirit bar. We also have this one, which is actually quite nice, nice looking. But if we actually head over here and we go through the effects of our... let me see if I can figure out how this thing works on the... oh, there we go. Whistling Vortex. Thrust forward with your spear, charging while spinning it. It has an additional effect at high spirit. So basically, when you have your blue meter, that is the high spirit, every time it doesn't need to be that high, it just have to be blue. It just has to be blue, and that's it. And when it's blue, it's going to give you hyper armor, right? So basically, you're going to be able to tank through these things, because like I told you before, this is somewhat of a tank armor. So that is something to have in mind. The special effects that you will have with the armor, it's going to be based on luck. Now, as I told you today, you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. Subscribe to the channel and like the video before you close the door. Now, I'll be seeing you goddamn gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Have a beautiful day and goodbye.